So today we're talking about raising a 2002 gem car. To raise the gem car, it's actually pretty easy. All you've got to do is basically add a piece of stock material to this one mounting point, and there's another mounting point up under the front end, and there are 4 bolts to hold that front end in to where it should be, and then there's the 2 shock absorber towers. So all you've basically got to do is get some stock material, which is available online, and if you know where to shop, you can get this material even from Kendall, and you can raise your car by, in theory, lowering your front end and dropping in these blocks. This is actually one for the rear end, but you basically drop it in and it moves your front end mounting holes down a bit so that you can raise your car up. This piece, I believe, is actually for the rear end, and what it does is it will go in right here and basically drops your mounting hole 3 or 4 inches so that you can raise your car. What I did about a year ago, just because I had access to a good friend of mine has a TIG welder, what I asked him to do was take this vehicle and move my mounting points 3 inches down and 1 inch back to give me a little bit more room. Not a heck of a lot of room, but just a little. Wanted to kind of try out a small bit of lift. So I've got this is the original hole here, and then it's got a 3-inch lift, and it's got 1 inch forward so that I get a little bit more clearance with my wheels. And those are the yellow rails, and everything else is going to be super bright yellow, but it's just a different way to mount your lift kit depending on how you want to lift your car. But this hole used to be 3 inches higher up in this area, and we actually just moved it in space down to where it should be. So the entire front end, we're just moving the entire front end down 3 inches and forward 1 inch. Along with the back, we're just moving the entire back axle down 3 inches and back 1 inch. And that's the golf cart, soon to be a very yellow golf cart.